You didn't get punched. You got hit. I'm sorry I hit you like this, but I did not punch you. I did not fucking deck you. I fucking was hitting you. I don't know what the motion of my actual hand was, but you're fine. I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you.
How are you tough?
What am I supposed to do? Do this? I'm not sitting here bitching about it, am I? You are. That's the difference between me and you. You're a fucking baby.
Women!
Women indeed. Yo, I know I've talked about this, and a lot of you are probably informed about what's been happening between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. It's been kind of wild, right? Y'all know that she wrote an op-ed that led to Disney and everybody just dropping Johnny Depp, him losing tens of millions of dollars, and just his life essentially being destroyed, where no one really, like, pretty much everybody loved Johnny Depp, right? We're just like, oh, he's all quirky and he's cool, he's suave. You know, everybody has some demons, but I feel like when you're that high profile of a celebrity, after the spotlight's on you this much and things haven't been unnerved to the point where it's like you're a complete demon, you're probably pretty decent. Odds are. Amber Heard, on the other hand, now that the spotlight's been on her, the stuff that's been unearthed, just the stuff that she's done to Johnny Depp, for example, it's been pretty crazy. And, you know, I'm not trying to be sexist or anything, but
I knew there was something wrong with you.
A woman!
Treacherous snake.
largely the way that things have played out so far has been because women can and are protected. You know, even though there's plenty of women out there that want to be treated equally, they don't want to be treated like a princess. They want to be treated like a queen, right? They don't want to be like, oh, I'm a damsel in distress. You know, they don't want to take 50% of a man's money just because, you know, you signed some papers and now you're divorced. They're like, no, I'll do my own thing. You know, you built this wealth before, and I'm not trying to just take half of your money and make you suffer. Like, you know, I appreciate those women, right? But obviously Amber Heard is not one of those women. She's one of the ones that would just make up a bunch of stuff and try to ruin this dude's life because she's hurt. And it's pretty insane that she's still working in Hollywood, right? She still has her Aquaman 2 role, even though people petitioned to get her kicked out. And it's funny that they didn't have to do that at all. It's funny that they even had to do anything, because just mere allegations, right, got Johnny Depp just the boot. Boom, get out of here. No more pirates or nothing. Get out of here. Amber Heard, there is evidence and confession of abusing Johnny Depp. Actual evidence. And she gets to keep working.
A woman.
You know what I mean? It can't be all that bad to be a woman. You know, there's a lot of women out there that are like, oh, woe is me, and woe is this, it's so hard, this and that. And I'm like, there's perks to this. There's simps out there that will give you all their money for doing almost nothing. And I would trade that. I would love that opportunity. You know how they always say work smarter, not harder? How is that not the ultimate work smarter, not harder? Oh, I'm going to post a couple of, I'm going to post a picture of me in a bikini, or I'm going to post a picture of my feet. And then some grown-ass simp is going to just pay me all this money. And meanwhile, I get to do whatever I want now. That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. If that's not power, I don't know what power is. Now, I don't have a lot of things to show you guys, but I do want to just touch on a couple of things that I saw recently, because I'm sure a lot of you have seen a lot of sound bites and court clips and everything, but I just wanted to read one thing that he said, because it's just kind of sad to see the state that he's in. He says, when the allegations were rapidly circling the globe, telling people that I was a drunken, cocaine-fueled menace who beat women, suddenly in my 50s, it's over, you know? You're done, Depp said. I'll carry that for the rest of my days. It never had to be that way. It never had to happen. And I don't quite understand why it did in the way that it did. And you can see how such a chill guy he is. He's like, dude, Why is this happening to me in my 50s, man? This dude is almost 60 years old. And he's like, what is going on here? It's because you played with fire, unfortunately, man. You got with a girl that was extremely abusive. You knew. I mean, we know now. He knew. And he stuck with it. I mean, what is she, like 35 years old? You would think she would know how to behave, but it ain't about age when it comes to that. Some people never grow up. Some people act like a teenager forever. And it's sad that this is who he, unfortunately, fell in love with, you know? It happens. Domestic abuse is so common, and unfortunately, so many people don't talk about it, especially men. What man wants to admit to other people that they're getting abused by a woman? Like, as sexist as that sounds, it's just kind of like, it's kind of emasculating. And some people say that's toxic masculinity. I just say it is what it is. It's kind of hard to admit. It's kind of like when men get assaulted, when they get, well, sexually assaulted, I guess. When you get beat up, I guess it's not a huge deal. Yeah, it still hurts your ego and stuff. You're like, yeah, I got jumped, whatever. Maybe you'll try to cover it up that way, even if you took the first swing and got beat up. But if you're really getting sexually assaulted by a man, woman, whatever, that shit seems embarrassing. A lot of people would unfortunately laugh when it's no laughing matter. I mean, like, I have examples of stuff happening to me, but the way that I'm conditioned, I don't really see it in the way that, I mean, I do see it, but I don't feel it in the way that, say, a woman would, because of the vulnerability and the power dynamic and everything. Like, I've had things, I've been catcalled multiple times, but I'm just like, okay, I have very large thighs and a very large backside, just genetically. And even as a kid, I have had my ass grabbed multiple times by strangers, which is like insane that anybody would do that, right? It's insane, but it's something that has happened. It's awkward, but I'll live. You know, it's not a thing that I'm like, I'm gonna like, oh, look at me, you know. But even as a kid, it's just like, that's weird. Why? Don't touch me. And that's it. But I know it's different. I know it's different for women. Even though technically maybe it shouldn't be different. It just is, right? It's just one of those things that is. But I digress, man. I have one other clip that I saw surface. I haven't seen this before until just recently. Because there's so much recorded stuff of Amber Heard just abusing Johnny Depp. I mean, we all know about her taking a dump in his bed, which is absolutely insane. Throwing the vodka bottle at Johnny Depp and him slicing his finger and like off. Well, he says off, but I know I saw a picture of him in the hospital. But maybe it was like, I don't know if it was completely severed, but obviously he talks about enough that his finger was cut off, which is wild. And she's admitted to hitting him. She says like, I didn't punch, I hit you. Like, kind of trying to differentiate like it makes any difference. You know what I mean? Which is just hilarious to me. And then there's just like this whole thing like of the gas. It's like a little bit of gaslighting, I guess. It's a little bit of gaslighting, and it's a little bit of what I would call just like kind of insanity. You ever hear people laugh in a very insane and menacing way? Like, this is what this is, man.
Every man does. Yeah. Go. Run away. I know it's hard to
look how she's talking to him.
Ridiculous plan.
It's hard.
Panicked fucking plan.
It's hard. It's hard.
Screwing everybody else over to get
You're
your
right.
fucking...
I tried. That's what I do.
You were the most spoiled fucking brat.
Listen to that shit.
Out here, almost full, but it don't last long.
You're right.
She's laughing like a clown.
You're right. You gotta figure it out.
You don't have... Figure out what you have to offer as opposed to going out and get your tits out.
You're right.
Hey.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
London feels his ass.
You're right. You're
Excellent.
right.
You're right.
Back to that. Well, I wonder what we else. I wonder what else we can reach for in the last 6 years. Oh no, it was 4 years ago. You're right. I'm sure there's other things you can.
Go laugh.
No, I'm not laughing.
Or, no, matter of fact,
I'm
laugh
not
here.
laughing. I'm not. It's serious. I'm sure you can.
I'm not laughing, bro. She was just sounding like Bozo the Clown. She was like, I'm not laughing. I've seen a lot of footage already, right? I'm sure all of you have too. Just that clip is enough for me. That is enough for me. If I were the judge, I'd be like, oh, this bitch is crazy. She's obviously been fucking with you. Here's all your money, sir. And I will directly fund Pirates 600, whatever they're at right now. I know it's Disney. We'll make our own. It'll be called Pirates of the Caribbean. All right? We'll actually say it correctly. We'll say the Caribbean. And it'll be called Sailors. Let's not. Pirates is a little stupid. Pirates of the Caribbean. Sailors. That's a little more appropriate, I guess. You know, you're not seeing that much support for Amber Heard, but some of it is still out there, which is pretty crazy. But it shows you the power of like just trying to take the side of the woman, because in so many different cases, right, they are the ones getting abused. It's so much easier for a man to just like physically and just overwhelm and intimidate a woman and stuff like that. So that's where a lot of people try to come to the rescue, but sometimes they're doing more harm than good by treating a woman like a damsel, like a princess, instead of treating them like just a human, a person, like an equal. Because if that were the case, there would be no defending Amber Heard. Like if this was a case of two men, this would be so very different if it was just two men. Or obviously, and we all know this, if the roles were flipped. If there was audio of Johnny Depp emotionally abusing, gaslighting, admitting to hitting her, all of this stuff, he would be destroyed. There wouldn't even be a court case. There would be no court. What would be the point of him going to court? He know he'd be screwed. But she can do this because she knows how protected she can be. I mean, like I said, she still has a job. Still has a job in Hollywood. I mean, it's wild, man. And all I can say is that hopefully justice is served. It would be insane if it's not. It can't, from the court stuff, this can't be going well for Amber. This can't. With the mountains of evidence, like, against her, it can't. All she has is, like, text messages and stuff of Johnny Depp afterwards saying horrible stuff about her. But why wouldn't you? Is that not normal? When you've been abused, do you not have the right to talk a little bit of shit about your abuser? I mean, it seems pretty open and shut, but when there's this much money involved, they're going to drag this out as much as possible. The court's going to make sure they get paid, baby. And hopefully Johnny Depp gets paid. Hopefully he's cool, and hopefully Amber Heard, I mean, I think she's going to be fine at the end of the day. Like I said, if she hasn't been fired or ostracized from Hollywood, I don't think anything like that's going to happen. But anyway, that's all I want to say, guys. Just want to put out a quick little rant because this situation's just been annoying me. Just want to get it off my chest. That's all this was. But anyway, you guys take care.